I'm done for the day. Time to watch that Hanny fan cam. Wait, where's my toilet paper? Wait, where is... Isn't it? Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah. What? Hey guys, it's KpopSteve here, and today I am with BAPMokja and I'm with Haeppy. How's it going, guys? You alright?
Yeah, really good.
I'm doing great.
Good.
Doing great.
Doing great.
You guys are in the UK for a bit, so I thought I'd snap you up and do a couple of videos with you. I thought it'd be good fun. So, how you enjoying England so far?
Well, it's your first time,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you think it's more.
Well, it's my
new.
first time. It ain't Korea. It ain't Korea. I mean, I love the architecture, and there's so much history in England, and I love that.
Because these guys have lived in Korea for how long now?
20 months continuously.
Continuously, yeah. But we've both been to Korea before.
Yeah, because they've lived there for a decent amount of time now. I wanted to ask you guys about kind of the reality of K-pop for us uninformed international fans who think everyone in Korea must listen to K-pop. Like,
Right.
yeah, because they obviously, right? So first off, I wanted to ask you guys, how popular is K-pop in Korea? Is it absolutely everywhere? Does everyone listen to it?
It is absolutely everywhere.
It is everywhere, but not everyone listens to it.
No. It's like, okay, so like you walk down the street and every store is playing some sort of K-pop song.
Oh, really?
Or one idol is promoting a product or something,
Right.
whether it be soju or makeup,
Right.
food, energy drinks, that kind of stuff.
All the advertisements have either Suzy or Lee Min-ho or somebody famous
Right, yeah.
in K-pop.
So is that you get those cardboard cutouts of them? So.
All the time outside shops, especially like contact lens shops.
Oh.
We always have like Yuna or someone from Snosh Day with like some colored contact.
Have you ever stolen one?
No, I do want one. I love one.
I kind of want one as
But
well.
I haven't found a Nara one from Hello Venus.
No,
Waiting
no.
for the day. Waiting for the day and it's mine.
Venus,
Yeah. If you see a Soju one, please send it to me in the mail.
I'll have to
I
get
don't-
two then.
Yeah,
Because
I
I need one.
I don't know how much it'll cost, but yeah, just photocopy it. Just photocopy it. Yeah, photocopy it.
So because we were both teachers, that we know, most of the elementary school students, they're really into the newer groups.
Like
Oh,
EXO,
okay.
Block B.
And B1, A4.
Yeah.
And then there's even there are a couple that we don't know.
And they just
Because
name
they're
them,
so
and you're
new.
like,
Who?
yeah, just goes over
You'll
your
find them like in lessons, you'll find them writing down the date of births of every member. That really freaked me out when it was like EXO, because it's like how many, like 11 or 12 people at the time, and they were just writing. I was like, what is this list? Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be concentrating on a lesson, you shouldn't be like doing this.
But when it comes to the older generations, like us or older, so no, like none of the old people, like parents, they're not gonna know.
They're into their trot.
Yeah, but for us, they're trot. No, but for people like us, people around our age into their 30s and stuff, it's a pretty big swing.
In my experience, the Koreans I know, they like it, and they'll
jam
they'll
to
talk
it.
about it. Yeah, we can talk about those kind of things. But
In my experience, it was the complete opposite.
Oh, really?
So the Koreans I came into contact with, they all tell me, oh, it's more for like the elementary school students, the high school students. But once people get into university, because they get so busy or because they grow up,
Oh,
they
okay,
move
okay.
away from. It's like how we see pop music, like
Oh, okay.
Backstreet Boys and like things like that.
This was a good one.
They are. I still sing to them. I want it that way.
Tell me why.
But yeah, it's sort of like they look down on it almost,
Oh, okay.
and like look like people who like it are immature.
Oh, okay. So if you still like it at an older age, you're kind of immature for doing so.
But they're kind of hypocritical as well, because when their idols, when they were young, and their idols come up on TV, they go crazy.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, it's like I'm an adult, you know.
I want to know, like, because obviously over here you have K-pop, which is such a niche, and then you have obviously just Western pop music. I want to know, like, how Western pop music is kind of seen in Korea. Is it as popular as K-pop, or kind of what's more popular over there, or how do they see it, or do they look down on it?
I think popularity-wise, it's very hard to talk about popularity because obviously we don't know everybody.
Yeah.
I think K-pop is still more popular than American music, but American music is seen on a much higher quality level, like pedestal.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
it's seen as
The
better
music.
quality? Oh, okay.
If you
okay.
take Maroon
Yeah.
5 for example,
Oh.
huge.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Loads
I've
of people
heard.
love Maroon 5.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
I've heard.
Their
Absolutely
concerts sold
huge.
out the first day, things like that. But they mostly know the very, very power mainstream people like Beyonce,
Yeah.
Maroon 5, Jay-Z.
Is it similar in the fact, like, I listen to K-pop and I'm like jamming to it, I don't know what it means, and I look at the lyrics, it's like, oh, I like to kiss boys, and then you might
Okay.
you might have not me But then when Koreans listen to like Western pop, they don't realize they're like, oh yeah, fuck bitches every day for money. I want to get hard money.
This is an interesting point. Okay, so if you go into coffee shops,
Yeah.
coffee shops, okay, what kind of music do you hear in a coffee shop in England? What
I don't-
like soft jazz?
Yeah, you sometimes get jazz or
You'll
maybe these like
hear
wild pop music.
hardcore EDM, which you'll find in the clubs, and they'll have like all this like all this kind of everything.
Really?
We
Yeah.
would hear, and from time to time, we'd be like, fuck you very, very much.
Oh.
And it
all
would
this
just,
stuff.
nobody would even flinch. They'd be like, walking past the
Because
store.
no one really takes it in.
Yeah, but for us, it's like, fuck you, what?
Yeah, and you got like kids like playing coffee shops, and you just
Right.
get like real hardcore EDM with like swearing and stuff, and it's like, wow.
But even in the music industry, K-pop idols are seen as the worst.
Oh, really?
They're like the shit, the manufactured, right?
Oh,
because
of course,
there's
of course.
so many come out, right? So their reputation is on the lowest rank of musicians, of artists, right? Then you have
Oh,
the
yeah,
ballad
yeah.
singers, then you have the legends. So a good analogy is, if you have an amazing singer, and you put him in a K-pop group, people will automatically assume they're not that great of a singer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're in a
Right.
K-pop group.
But if they had debuted alone, they might not have been popular,
Yeah.
right?
But-
So it's like that.
oh, I see. That's good analogy.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to ask. This one we had a little dispute about this earlier. Was are relationship scandals that big of a deal in Korea?
I'd
So,
say hugely. You're gonna hear about it for a long time on the news, and people will be talking about it.
what's a long time? Like,
I think a couple of weeks at least.
oh really?
And that's huge
Yeah.
in Korea.
The whole Lee Min Ho and Suzy thing. There was those people saying how disappointed they were to me. They're like, I
Disappointed.
can't believe Susie's like dating him. It's like, wow, she's got to date someone, right? You know, she can't be alone forever.
Yeah, she needs that D.
But then Happy
And I disagree.
disagrees.
I
with me.
disagree because I think that's the difference between the people that we hang out with, right? So
Yeah.
the one group is really into the entertainment industry, the entertainment news, whereas the people I knew, they don't give a fuck. It's news. That's it. It's,
Oh,
oh, Imino went out with Suzy. Oh, that's great for them, and then they move on.
Ah, okay.
Whereas and then there's the group that's like, right?
Yeah,
I
the
was like,
say-sang.
Suzy.
Obviously, over here in the UK, I'm gonna have to try and swim in some ocean to try and see my idols. But how hard is it to actually see your idols in Korea? To go, is there that many concerts, or is it that difficult?
There's loads of concerts actually. To get the most knowledge, you need to be part of the fan cafes on like Naver.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't read enough Korean to actually be an active part of these fan cafes. But there's loads of like signings and stuff all the time.
And
Like-
anyone can go to them.
Yeah, like Red Velvet, when they were doing their ice cream promotions, they were in an area called Shincheon, which is Hongdae. Like, it's only a 5-minute walk for me.
Did you go?
Couldn't be bothered to go out of my house. But they were in like an ice cream truck and they were like doing stuff. But like those things happen all the time. Those
Guerrilla
A-Ways
things, yeah.
A-Ways were doing signing in Hongdae before. I just didn't go. I should have gone.
That makes
'cause
me
I love A-Way.
extremely angry.
But they're around all the time. All the time.
And you can always camp out. Like if you really want to waste your weekend, because you don't know what their schedule is, or you don't know when
Yeah.
they'll come back and stuff. But you could camp out right outside the agencies.
Yeah.
That's
Or if
what a
you-
lot of people
yeah.
do.
Or if you're in like the areas where the agencies are. Like I've seen Ellen walk around. I saw her with no makeup like a couple of weeks ago. So disappointing. I couldn't even
Oh,
recognise her for
no.
ages. I was like, that girl's kind of hot. And then she walked past, and then she walked back again. I was like, I recognise that nose. And then I realised it was Ellen, actually, because she had the same hair. Because we met her like a month before that time. I was like, damn it.
And there are like restaurants that like the idols go to a lot.
And
there are
clubs,
areas that celebrities go to, like Gangnam, Apgujeong, Rodeo,
Yeah,
Garosugil, places like that. If you don't know what those are, you should look them up yourself.
yeah. And VIP areas in clubs, like
Right.
the big clubs, like you'll find K-pop celebrities in there.
But I bet it costs a lot of dollars to get in there.
No, not really. No, you can get
To get
free
into the
You
VIP.
get free VIP bands, but if you want a table, if you want to stay in there for a long time, you need a table, which is expensive.
Alright.
So we've seen lots of celebrities. Well, I have at least. You can stand next to J Park in a club. Hey.
So you just had you just put your binoculars on and like observed from a distance.
And
No,
then we
literally
pretend
like
we're
right
there.
next
Oh,
to J
really?
Park. Yeah, because they'll do lots of performances. Especially J Park does loads of performances in clubs. And
Oh,
if you're in the
yeah,
VIP area, he'll just walk out into the VIP area after he's done his.
So then why did he walk
concert.
past you? You just go.
Pretty much.
Yeah, or you can be like, yo, good concert, man. And he's like, oh yeah, cheers, bro. And then that's it. go away to his table and go.
But he probably won't remember this happened.
He won't remember. He won't remember at all.
That kind of goes on to my next question, like Sasang fans or Obsessive fans. Like, I don't know if you have any stories or encounters, or is it only the Sasang fans who camp outside the agencies?
I've seen people camp outside with get presents and things.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone do really crazy stuff. Like you hear people pulling people's hair at the airport.
But there are stories, like
There are loads of
ridiculous stories. You know, things like them camping out outside their dorms and scratching things on their doors,
Putting
sending
used
them
underwear and-
bodily fluids and,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
hair and shit.
My period blood.
Like Taekyon, what happened in Taekyon?
Yeah.
That's why there's a policy against accepting gifts now.
Oh, really?
Right. So
Oh, that's why Sojin hasn't accepted my package, my semen.
your
package.
package. Hey! Yeah. So for a lot of you fans, I would actually warn against sending them presents and things like that, because I'm not gonna say outright, but if you check the garbage bins outside the agencies, you're gonna be very heartbroken.
So do they tend to just discard a lot of them?
I can't say anything.
Like
to
you
confirm.
never know with some of the fans. It could be like a good present or a bad present. Like I think I read something where someone got like a jar of something, like a tea or a juice, but it was filled with super glue. Did you hear about this?
No.
Really bad, and he actually took a sip of it, and or he noticed just before, but he still had to go to hospital
my
about it. Like the
goodness.
super glue would have killed him. But so one of his fans sent him or at a fan meeting they gave him the gift.
Or they
you
would-
just want to employ
yeah.
people to like check food before
Yeah,
it-
get an
it's
actual
expensive,
food tester
like,
to check for
you must just
poison.
throw it
like,
away. Like, oh,
literally.
here's a nice present, but you can't eat it.
So there are sasangs, and then there are anti-fans, and they're the opposite of the pendulum, right? So
Yeah.
there's the super crazy, I love you, I want to marry you, I want to stalk you, and there's I hate you, which is why I want to stalk you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I want to kill you.
That's quite an interesting concept. Because like,
And that
yeah.
I don't know if that exists in the West. There are crazy people, but not to the
But
level.
I know I have friends who go on about hating someone a lot, but that's it. That's like the line.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
But
for,
would
like,
they go that
anti-fans.
far to actually like try and actually
send them a
physically
jar of
kill
super
them.
glue.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Last question: what's the big difference about being a K-pop fan in the UK or the West and being a K-pop fan in Korea?
Probably disconnection. I feel a lot more connected to the K-pop community because I'm in Korea, I guess, because I'm actually there. I can see it every day, you know, it's not hard for me. Like, I can go and talk to anyone about K-pop if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I think in England, I think K-pop is looked down upon, or like, it's like kind of nichey.
It's a
kind of
niche.
nerdy
It's a niche.
or
Yeah.
weird.
It's one of them Asian nerd niches.
Yeah, like if you, like,
Yeah.
especially being a white guy, you'd be like, oh, you got yellow fever because you're like, oh, I know these girls are underage. Like, no, they're not. You know, when I was working, I used to like watch K-pop videos while I was working, doing video editing and stuff. And people were like, oh, like you must be a paedophile because these girls are like they're 14. It's like these are girls' generation, like they're the same age as me or older.
Yeah.
And it's like no, they look bad. They look down on this kind of
Yeah. You have
Asian fetishing, or I guess.
It all comes really down to, I hate to say this, I hate to pull this card, but I'm pretty sure it's like there is a case of racism in there. Well, okay, there's one thing where it's like, oh, I don't find these people attractive because they're Asian, and that's fine because preferences, right?
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
you judge content based on that, that is getting like a little bit on the why are you such an asshole?
Yeah. Well, I had a situation where someone asked me, "Oh, why do you listen to K-pop?" And I was like, "Oh no, I like it." It's like, "Oh, but you can't understand them." I was like, "Yeah, but it's the music." And they're like, "Why do you listen to Korean people doing music?" And I was like, "Yo, no.
Like, what you trying to say, sir?
Yeah.
That's like that's the kind of line which some people cross and some people don't. We kind of ended on a dark note there. But
Yeah.
But Korea is definitely the best place if you like K-pop. Korea is
Yeah.
the best place to be.
these guys have been convincing me all day to
gotta
go
go
to
to
Korea.
You have to go to Korea.
To try it at least once.
You have to try
But
it.
don't go, as hard as it is for me to say this, because we are kind of super geeky fans. Don't be a super geeky fan when you're there.
Especially in front of your idol. If you do get the chance to meet him, don't be like
Be
weird.
chill.
Yeah. Treat them as like a
People-
person.
Exactly.
Because we've met idols.
Yeah.
And you haven't been like, "Oh no."
No, exactly not.
Because that's the
most of-
worst thing you can do.
And most of the times we're working with them in a professional setting, so we can't be like we work with Jay Park and Alien Sani and like Crayon Pop, Davichi and other people like that, and we couldn't be like, you know, we can't do that. You have to be cool about it. You have to just talk to them as a normal person.
I was
And
watching your music video last night at 3 a.m.
Right.
You have to have normal conversation with these people, otherwise we're risking our professional like
Yeah, it's like
credibility.
Here's
it's
the
your
thing.
rapport. It's the rapport with you build with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Treat them as if they were one of your friends who happened to become famous afterwards.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'd really like to thank BAPMokja and Haeppy for coming here. I hope you had a good time in my forest.
Yes.
You should shave, Steve.
if you guys have any more questions, please post them down in the comments below, and these guys and me will try and get some and see what we can do. So
Yeah.
if you guys don't mind going and checking out their channel, BAPMokja, what kind of stuff do you do on there?
Currently, we do a lot of reaction videos with our specialized game with Soju.
So we have a drinking game. We made music video reactions into a drinking game.
Exactly, with Soju, with Korean alcohol.
You can ask for
and you
anything
can
better.
play along because it's a very easy game.
Yes, and we have a bunch of things lined up afterwards as well. So we have documentaries, skits,
Like
challenges,
Information
so like what
about
we're gonna
Korea
be doing.
and stuff.
Yeah, things like that. So if you
Yeah.
want to learn about Korea without actually going to Korea, but you should come to Korea.
Guys, go and check them out. And a video with myself should be on there soon, or now, or whenever. So the link will be here if it is up, or it will be there when it is up. Good stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you later. Peace. Okay, let's go. Let's do my outro.